The stunning Pertamina Mandalika International Street Circuit welcomed MotoGP through its doors for the very first time as the season's second test got underway in racing mad Indonesia. It's been 25 years since the island nation has hosted a Premier Class event, but that long wait is finally over as the official Mandalika test kicked off on Friday. The morning proved something of a false start, with the red flag waving early due to track conditions, but once the clean-up operation was complete, we began to see riders spin some laps as they aimed to get to grips with the newest track on the MotoGP calendar. And by the end of the day, there were 6 manufacturers sitting inside the top 6 places. Day 1 honours belonged to Paul Espargaro, with the Repsol Honda rider recording the fastest ever lap around Mandalika late in the afternoon thanks to a 1:32.466. That time gave the Spaniard 3 tenths to spare over the previous best lap time set by Toprak Razgatlioglu when World Superbikes came to visit in 2021. It also gave him 4 tenths to spare over elder brother Aleix Espargaro, with the Aprilia rider claiming P2. It's another encouraging pre-season result for the Noale factory after Aleix finished the Sepang test with the second fastest time, while they also managed to squeeze in some bike testing trying a different chassis on the RSGP. In third is Brad Binder, with the KTM rider showing some early promise in Lombok. The South African and Austrian manufacturer had a lackluster opening outing to 2022 in Malaysia last weekend, but a Friday P3 offers some early promise. On the other side of the garage, Miguel Oliveira failed to crack the top 15, and neither could Tech 3 rookies Raul Fernandez and Remy Gardner. They did manage to get some testing in though, with the RC16 spotted with the big new air intake at the front of the bike. Alex Rins ensured Suzuki are represented near the top of the timesheets, and he currently sits 4th following a positive track debut. Teammate Joan Mir is in 8th, while the 2020 World Champion continued to test a carbon reinforced chassis on his second bike. Current World Champion Fabio Quartararo was the best of the Yamahas. The Frenchman completed 86 laps, the second highest amount after Johan Zarco's 96, while the Iwata factory weren't spotted testing much equipment, instead focusing on learning the ins and outs of the circuit. Completing the top 6 is Jack Miller. The factory Ducati rider sits 6 tenths off the pace and is one of only 2 GP22s in the top 10, the other being Jorge Martin. Like Yamaha, the Bologna Bullets' focus was on track time rather than new equipment, but there may be slight concerns over championship contender Pecco Bagnaglia's opening day. The Italian crashed at turn 11 and finished 3rd bottom on the timesheets. There's still plenty of time for Bagnaia and some other riders to turn their fortunes around, with 2 more days of testing coming up in Mandalika. It should prove ample time for everyone to find their feet at the new Indonesian circuit, and you can stay up to date with all the action and hear from the riders themselves across the weekend on MotoGP.com.
Anche con l'abbassatore no, sembra
I've never seen the track, apart from that outlap there. Jack has only ever run it, and we're about to talk. Stopwatch is on. We're going to do a slow lap first. Take it away, Jack. We're on your Duke. You're going to give us track position, throttle position, brake, you know, and gear position if possible.
Yeah, I think coming down here, it looks kind of flat. So into turn one, they seem to have done some repair work here. But yeah, braking, I reckon about here, where we are now,
Okay.
more or less.
On the brakes. Tell us when
And
to turn.
then, yeah, we'll ride on those guys, I think. So we have to go around them.
Okay.
But yeah, you want to be skimming nearly the curb, sort of just after where they are.
In turn one, yep.
That's it. Pretty much hitting the curb about here. Back on the gas, out nice and wide, using all the track.
Keep the drive.
That's it, right over basically those guys.
Turn first or second there?
That's second gear, and then we're debatable now in between these two. We think we'll be able to keep second here and maybe a little bit of limiter, and then second again.
You'll be on the brakes.
Yeah, definitely on the brakes for this one. Sort of flow through. Try to not let the bike drift too much here out. Try and square it over and then drive it out. So prepare yourself for this one.
Which is 3.
3, drift out and then square it up. You really want to, it looks like you really want to have a decent track position sort of on the inside here to kind of keep it. Use the rear wheel to sort of keep you on the inside to prepare for what is turn 5. Up, I think we're up 2 gears there, so up to about 4th before here. And it's 4th
fast.
out, yeah, it should be pretty fast. Up to 5th. I think it's after, so sort of keep 4th here, and then I'm pretty sure we go to 5th in between what is turn 6 and turn 7. I think this will sort of be like playing with the gas a little bit.
Fast.
Really blind crest, and sort of the bike will get light over the top, but it does open up, so it sort of tightens up at the beginning and then opens right up. So I think this is one of the fastest points on the track. Hit the curb at the middle of the apex and then sort of drift out, especially here.
Gear position?
Second gear through there.
And it's turn
That's turn 10.
10.
Turn 10 on the thing, and then yeah, so the second gear, and then again, this is much like turn 1, turn 2.
It looks like you're
We're
using
sort of
on the curb there.
Definitely, you'll be tipping in off the curb.
So that's 11. How wide?
I don't reckon you want to be going too wide, like sort of mid-track. Mid to just over mid-track, because you want to prepare yourself for the next one. It sort of drives out really hard. So again, you want to try and get that nice sweeping line in and really be aggressive on the gas through here to try and get it out as quick as possible, because it's kind of a bit of a straight now in between 12 and 13. Again, another little crest here, so you can't really see exactly where you are until you're there.
Yeah, it's blind, isn't it? Yeah. What gear
Which I
position
didn't
you reckon?
expect. I didn't expect it to be like that. I think it's 3rd the whole way through here. So what they're hoping is 3rd the whole way through, and then okay, once it opens up through here, I think we get back up to 5th.
This looks like you're slowing down all the way in.
Yeah,
to the
so
turn,
that's
yeah.
so yeah, you're sort of close to limiter in 3rd, and then back you leave it in 3rd, and again you want to be as tight as possible about here
To get
to prepare it to get it over and drive it out through through turn 14. And yeah, it's up to 5th again through here, so I guess we'll be pulling gears the whole way through here, drifting it. It'll be a bit of fun. And then yeah, down to what is the last section of the track.
this is breaking into
To
turn.
the turn 16,
Yep.
which is the second last corner.
Yeah, like you said, leaving
So
the door
you'll
open.
be leaving the door wide. I mean, you got meters up the inside, but that's where you need to be in order to get the decent exit, which is going to be crucial around here. And then yeah, heading straight out onto the front straight here.